In this video we're going to look at the young crew of a brand new Lancaster bomber, how they died and how their next of kin was notified. At 10 minutes to midnight on the 30th of January 1943, a crew of 7, 2 Canadians and 5 British, took off from RAF Waddington in Lancaster ED 481. The aircraft was only 2 weeks old and was one of 148 sent that night to bomb Hamburg. After carrying out the mission and back over England, the crew were diverted to Leaming because of poor weather over Lincolnshire. The crew became lost, and after flying round trying to get a bearing, the fuel situation became so critical, and one by one the engines started to fail. The lads knew they were coming down. They tried in desperation to lighten the aircraft by throwing anything not fixed from the plane, including a Browning machine gun, which wasn't located until the 1970s. 7 young men perished on that Yorkshire hill near Hornby in the dark early hours of the 31st of January 1943. When someone died, the first people to be informed were the Air Ministry, closely followed by the next of kin. The next of kin were not necessarily relatives. On enlisting, the recruit was given the option of nominating one other person, related or not, to be informed upon death or injury. Immediately a telegram was sent which was blunt and to the point, almost brutal. Deeply regret to inform you that your son, Sergeant Henry Summers Jones, lost his life on the 31st of January 1943 as a result of an aircraft accident. Letter follows. Please accept my profound sympathy. Following swiftly on the heels of the official telegram came a letter from the casualty's commanding officer. Dear Mrs. Jones, it is with the greatest sorrow that I write concerning the telegram I had to send you yesterday, notifying you that your son, Sergeant Henry Summers Jones, had been killed as a result of operational flying. He was the wireless operator of an aircraft which had carried out an operational mission on the night of the 30th to the 31st of January 1943 and crashed on return to this country. It may be some consolation to you, however, to know that your son's death must have been instantaneous. Your son had only just joined the squadron, but in the short time he was with us gave every promise of becoming a most efficient wireless operator. He always showed the utmost keenness in the performance of his duties, and his death has been a heavy blow to us all. All the officers and airmen join me in sending you deep sympathy in your great loss. If there is anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to write to me. Yours sincerely, James Southwell, Wing Commander, Commanding No. 9 Squadron, Waddington. Following this letter, a day or two later came a letter from the station chaplain. The Air Ministry had a number of rules about these letters from the commanding officer. They should not be written by junior officers and they should be signed personally. They should not give away any information about the circumstances, not even the type or role of the aircraft that was used. Any death notices put up by the next of kin must not include the date, circumstances or any unit details. Following this letter would be one from the Air Minister confirming details of funerals and disposal of personal effects. The body could be claimed by the family and the RAF would arrange transportation to the hometown and pay the costs of this. Alternatively, the body could be buried at an approved RAF cemetery close to the parent station. 2 rail tickets would be provided for the family and an RAF chaplain and all service honours would be laid on at no charge. RAF units were strongly encouraged to provide flowers and wreaths, but these could not be bought with public funds. The dead serviceman's private property were packed up and sent to the next of kin. Public property, i.e. the kit issued, would be returned to store and any items missing or damaged would be charged to the deceased's account. Once all the kit had been accounted for, the mess bill paid, funeral and laundry bills paid, and any arrears collected, the account would be closed and a cheque would be sent to the family.